All right, Jenna and I were just talking already about back to school, and while a lot of parents are thinking about things like pens and pencils and the like, others are thinking about something far more serious. A company in Boston has a new item for parents to consider this year, and that is Bulletproof Backpacks. If you can think about that just for a moment. This idea started with the Columbine shooting that we know so well. Two protective fathers thought it was time to protect their kids if something like that were to happen again. Well, more recently it did. The shooting at Virginia Tech, for example, brought this threat to the forefront. And so the guys came up with this idea of making backpacks bulletproof. Take a look to see how it works. Now, that's a real-time demonstration there. You can see the backpacks in action and stops the bullets. Let's talk to the guys behind this. They're with me right now to have this discussion, and they are creators John Polonzi and Joe Curran of MJ Safety Solutions. I want to make sure I get the name of that correct. Guys, thanks for being a part of the program here.
Thank you,
Thank you for having me.
Bulletproof backpack. So you came up with this idea and said, hey, let's put this into action. Was it as simple as that?
Go ahead.
Well, it was even simpler than that. It was Mike and I were talking about how to keep our own kids safe, and we came up with the My Child's Pack to keep our own kids safe, and neighbors and friends and relatives wanted to have one as well, and it grew so big that we actually started a company just to sell them because the demand was there by friends and family.
And how's that been going so far once people began to find out that this was actually available? What's the demand been like?
Well, we've had over 25,000 hits on the website, so much so that the server crashed that was doing the shopping cart. We got that straightened out, but it was the demand is definitely there.
And that's where you can get these only online. They're not in stores yet, are they?
For now, yeah, we had them at Mike's shop, Magnum Sporting Goods in Danvers, and they sold out right away. And for now, they're going to be on the website.
A couple of questions. One, how expensive are they? Are they far more expensive than a standard backpack? I imagine it would have to be more expensive.
We're happy to say that we're selling these for $175, and it offers a level 2 protection. Regular police vest, they have the same level of protection, cost between $500 and $800. And that was one of our concerns was, is it going to be light enough for kids to carry, and is it going to be affordable for kids to purchase?
And what was the answer to that? Because that was my next question. Just how heavy are these things for kids to be logging around?
Well, the panel that we use, our ballistics panel, adds only 20 ounces of weight to the backpack itself.
Oh, that's not much at all.
It's a high quality backpack too. So it's a very, very nice backpack. And like Mike said, it's like adding a bottle of water.
Have you guys been able to determine at all, I know it's probably still relatively early with everything you're doing, but have you been able to determine so far where these are selling most? I know you guys are in the Boston area, and I'm sure you've sold many of them there. But in the online community, have you been getting the hits, and have you been tracking where these hits are coming from?
The guy that's handling our computer has given us a report on where they're coming from, and almost every one of the 50 states or every one of the states has emailed us, and we have probably about 30 countries have expressed some interest.
Oh, is that right? So
yeah.
you beyond the United States now even.
Yeah,
that has gone
was,
beyond the United States right
definitely was something that we didn't quite expect, but we don't know. We haven't straightened out all the customs laws yet about exporting. So right now we're dealing with just in the States.
Right, so obviously this was a safety mechanism first, and I know that that's why you said you started it, but did you have any idea that it might catch on so fast and could really become a great financial boom for you guys?
Yeah, it didn't start that way, and truly it was started to protect 4 children, my 2 and Mike's 2, and that's how it did start, and it grew to where it is now, which we didn't expect, but we are happy that it is, catching on.
Have you thought about trying to perhaps form partnerships with the school systems themselves and try and perhaps do it that way? That way the schools might be able to help you distribute these things because obviously they have direct contact with these kids.
We have been contacted by some school systems, people in charge of school safety, asking for more information. I don't know if they would actually be distributing them for us or if they were just going to recommend them to the students and the students' parents. But we have had quite a few inquiries across the country from different people involved with school safety.
And we do know in our school systems around here, finances are tight. And I think that has a lot to do with the reason why we did come up with what we come up with, because the schools are doing a great job with the resources they have available, but unfortunately the resources don't dictate enough or have enough there to be able to get enough security guards in the schools, or have it set up where they can actually deal with the situation on that end. So we figured we'd give the kids a proactive step that they can take on their own to defend themselves if something happens.
Well, I think it's a good idea, and in all fairness to the schools can't predict when and where violence might erupt, and oftentimes violence takes place outside of the schools, on the streets of America, when these kids are walking home from school, and so that would be an opportunity for those bulletproof backpacks perhaps to help save a young kid there as well, not just when they're in the class.
Exactly.
Because
going on that, we've had a lot of people call us that ride public transportation, asking about it and purchasing adults that think this is also a good idea to have out in the world of public transportation.
Sure. Well, John and Joe, good luck to you, and if this is going to help one kid, I'm all for it, and wish you nothing but the best with your new endeavor.
That's our hope. It helps one kid.
Okay.